Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's Work in Progress Wednesday, we're going to be making James Storm and Bobby Roode Beer Money Inc. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today I'm making Beer Money Inc. And first off, I'll get it out of the way. These are some honking heads. They're pretty big. The James Storm one, I feel like isn't as bad, or just maybe it's how it fits on the body. The Bobby Roode one, I do think feels really big. I picked both of these head sculpts up in they had a deluxe 2-pack on those Jax bodies. It was at my local comic store, and I got it pretty cheap, so I figured instead of just leaving them on the honking bodies, we can make some customs with them as well. And Heteration does have a James Storm sculpt, but I don't know if anyone has a long-haired Bobby Roode sculpt, and I think it looks good even though it's big. Like the likeness and everything I really like. So once I have like everything painted up and just finished, I think it'll look better. But at the end of the day, it's not a huge deal. I'm going to be happy with them on my shelf, unless I totally botched them going through this video. But we are going to be making them in their red attire. Bobby Roode here is on some Finn Balor legs, some Arn Anderson lowers. The torso is, I believe, from T-Bar, and then some Daniel Bryan arms, and then, like I said, a Jax head. It was a Gerald Briscoe torso, some arms from a Legends Edge, Arn Anderson legs, Bret Hart lowers. I gave him, get my hand out of the way. It's messing up the focus. My bad. The lower legs on the Bret Hart are going to be painted black. The boots are not entirely accurate, but I think they're going to look really good with the red attire and the black calves and knee pads. Man, words were slipping my mind there, but really, as far as everything goes, it's going to be some pretty straightforward painting, decaling, and everything, but I think it's going to look fantastic when we're done, so here we go. Alright, these guys are going to be easy, so got to paint up the red on the tights here, and gonna do probably 3 or 4 layers. Gonna make sure, so when I do my paint layers, first I thin it out with water, but then I put enough layers on so that I think it's good, and then I add one more just for good measure. Gonna paint the calves here black, that'll be real easy, and then we'll finish up quick just putting the decals on the front and back. Alrighty, here's Beer Money Inc., James Storm, and Bobby Roode. And if I collected Funko Pops, I might put these in that section of the collection, because these boys have some honking heads. And I don't think, just in a vacuum by themselves, I don't think it looks terrible. I'll definitely be getting the James Storm head from Heteration, and maybe I will throw out that we need a TNA long-haired Bobby Roode as well. So I don't think anyone else does have them, but maybe I just haven't looked hard enough. As far as the bodies, the formulas, the tights, and everything, I'm really happy with it. I think these came out a little better than I thought, honestly. They were pretty straightforward and there wasn't much to them, but just the tights and decals and everything, I feel like really brought out what I was trying to go for. The calves on the James Storm were really, like, I can see in here. So the black on there, I just did a very light layer over it and then went over it with Mod Podge, and those are holding up really well. It's not really chipping or anything, which maybe it will down the road, but as far as just the finished product right here, everything looks really good. Yeah, really relatively simple compared to some of the stuff we've done on the channel, but I think they came out looking really clean. The chest hair though on James Storm, so I got that off easy with the goof off. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell here. So if you look, it's like kind of bumpy here. So where the chest hair was is like sculpted. So it's like the texture's still in there. You can't really tell just looking at it from here, but I thought that was kind of odd. I've kind of noticed that with some other things. Like, actually, now that I say that, I don't know if you can see it. So the Finn Balor logo here is also kind of elevated. You can't really see with the paint and decals and everything, but that happens sometimes. I don't know if that's intentional or if it's just a product of their machine that they use, but not deal breakers, not a huge deal at the end of the day. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys watching all the way through the video. If you did, please continue to like, share, subscribe. I appreciate that as well. And remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude